TOWS, which Wally did the last term of year. And all this thing has been done here, and you look at this work. So I don't think you have any problem here. Okay? This is simple. Once you've done this, you need to move on to your objectives. Objective is simple. What do we wish to achieve? Remember, objective need to be smart. Smart, what do you mean by smart? What is smart objective? What is the definition of smart? Tell me please. Sorry? Smart objective, you've done this, okay? Don't tell me you don't know this.
Simple.
Not simple, okay? Specific.
Specific, measurable,
achievable,
Yeah, realistic,
realistic,
and
and
timely, okay? Don't just know this for repeating it, learning by heart. You need to apply it. So if you're writing an objective, tell me what is an objective. A marketing objective will be to increase sales from 10% to 15% by end of 2012. Basic example. This is specific, measurable. I can actually, like look at the time. This is, don't tell me to increase brand awareness. This is not specific. I cannot measure. So anything you do need to be small. Here you got different ways of looking at the objective. You can look at increased volume, increase quantity from 20 to 25 within 2 years by end of 2013. Increase repeat purchase. Remember, everything here is around, the whole objective is around acquisition and retention. That's all you need to remember. Anything here is aimed towards increasing your customer base, helping you to keep them or increase new customers. That's all the objective will be, marketing objectives. So, create brand awareness, increase loyalty, usage, defect attention from price, and all this thing. It's all some objective you can have, but make sure it's specific. Don't go and give in your marketing plan, give us 20 objectives. You will not be able to do this. 3 or 4 is the maximum. 3 is more than enough. 3 very specific one will be more than enough for you to do this. So far, quick recap. You analyze your environment, internal. If you're fine, you go to your external. Then, once you're happy with that, you look at your objectives. Everything needs to be small. Number 3 is working on the strategy here. If you look at the strategy, what do we need to do here is, we need to be looking at, whenever you set strategy, we need to understand our customer. Otherwise, no point doing a strategy. That's why everything is marketing. It's not product-led anymore, it's market-led. Consumer behavior come into play here, buyer behavior. Understanding the segment. If it's B2B or B2C, you understand how it's working. You do your targeting. How do you target? Do you want to have a niche? Do you want to, niche market, target or focus? You all know this. How you do your position in the marketplace? You want to position as leaders? Do you want to be challengers? Do you want to be a follower? Or you're a niche? When you can relate it to the fashion brand you are doing. How do we call this? This is called a perception map. It's how do you, how do you rate? If sometimes you're here, your perceived, this is perceived value. We were talking about perception before. This is called perception map. This one is quality, high and low, and price. If we're looking at, let's say, if we have to put, let's say, Mont Blanc, it will go here. It's a premium brand. It's high price, high quality. If we want to look at 99p shop, it will be low price, low quality. It will be somewhere here. Okay? If I need to put Next, for example, I will say a bit like somewhere here. Not very high price, it's not low, it's a bit here, and the price can be around here. It's not very high compared to if you're buying an Armani or thing. So it's all how you define it and you explain it. And Perception map is important. Sometimes you want to change the perception. You want to move it from being seen as low value to high value. You want to change the mindset of people. This is what you will do. Here, you got your answer here. Sure, you did plenty of answer last term. Which one is the most risky here?
New market, new product.
Wrong answer. The most risky is diversification. Less risky is market penetration. When you got this one, when here and here. Most risky, this is 1, this is 1, this is 16 here. This is the way it's been calculated in terms of risk. Diversification is because you are doing something very different. If you are doing clothing, you're going and selling cars. Very, very different, different business. So this is how it's working in terms of the strategy. Any questions so far? In the marketing global age, you will have to put emphasis on here, here, and here quite a lot. Consumer behavior will be run the segmentation with option there. From retail marketing, extremely important around implementation. It's the same thing for marketing global age. This is where you get critical thinking. If you want to pass, make sure you understand this here very well. Anybody can write anything about Ansoff and the rest. Very few people will be able to tell me about how things are working. So, where you will get the mark, I will say about over 65% or 70% will be from 4 and 5. This is how I will mark you in retail marketing. 4 and 5 are the most important one. Okay, I'm talking on retail marketing here. 4 and 5 are the two most important one here. Implementation. You know about IDEA? Have you heard of DRIP? If you haven't, look to your consumer behavior, decision making unit, or the decision making here. What you need to understand is this is extremely important for marketing global age. New product development. How you develop new products. Coming up with ideas, idea generation, screening. Plenty of textbook about new product development. This is what you will have to do, develop a new product. So, extremely important. Consumer behavior again, all this. Process of adoption. Have you seen this? If you haven't, have a look through, okay? I will make it a bit bigger if you can't see it here. Don't know whether it will be okay, but let's try. Can you see? This is how it's working. Personal influences, psychological, economic, and social influences. You identify the problem, you look for information, you evaluate, you purchase, and post-purchase and review, and the feedback. This one is part, and this one as well is part of mostly of your consumer behavior. But it's applicable in all three of them. We've added out here. You need to explain this in more detail in marketing global age, because innovation and diffusion process. Have you done this in consumer behavior?
No.
Okay. You need to do it. Okay. If you don't, you haven't done it. That's okay. But then you know product life cycle. What you need to realize is very important when you're implementing. You need to tell us properly about promotional communication. I don't want to see just marketing communication. I want to understand how you're using push and pull strategy. I want you to explain the difference between push and pull. If you're looking at pricing, I want you to understand what is strategic pricing and what is tactical pricing. Strategic, what is price skimming? What is penetration pricing? If you're looking at promotional, here I want you to understand all the different things, which one to use. Are you going to use internet, or are you going to use sales promotion, and the rest? The 7 P's. You all know the 7 P's by now, but I guess not many of you will know the 7 C's. Customer value, the cost, convenience, communication, confirmation, consideration, and coordination. All very important towards making sure nowadays